How you doing today, folks? Hope it's all well with yous. Hope everybody's keeping well. Today I will be smoking this pipe here, this meersham pipe. As you can see, it's one of the old famous detectives on it, Sherlock Holmes. Sir Arthur Conan Doyle wrote a lot of famous films about him. And I will be smoking 21B Baker Street tobacco, which I have got here. Now, I usually just put a little out in my hand, like so. Just to get it out of my hand so I don't spill it. Usually just get it on my hand. If I can show you that. Like so. Excuse me, trying to get this fixed. Now, what I normally do is I normally just get my pipe like that and in my hand, and I just sort of just rub it in like that. The tobacco, I just keep rubbing it in to my hand and rubbing it into the pipe like so. So I get it in, keep rubbing. I don't know, it's just I think, as I said before, it's a method I used to see my granda doing, and as you see, I just put the rest back in the jar there, and as you can see, it fills the pipe up well. You get a good filling in it. Let's put that lid in that jar. Beautiful day up here in the Highlands of Inverness today. Got some sunshine. I had a wee message from my friend of mine this morning, Sherlock Mackenzie, the piper. He's off fishing. Jammy sod. This is a lighter I got presented to me by my two stepsons. Oh, I'm trying to get that in focus. It's got a picture of me with a pipe in it. My stepson's got me that, so I was very grateful of that. It was very nice of them. Yeah. Back to Sherlock. The pipe here. That's another one my wife got me. Thanking her. Love her to bits. Yes, as I was saying, yeah, Now, I love old films, old black and white movies. I've always liked the classics, you know, classic films, especially when it came to detectives, you know, like Sherlock Holmes, Basil Rathbone and Nigel Bruce. The old versions were well, for me, the best versions. And there's a scene in one of the pubs in the film. It's called Sherlock Holmes' House of Fear, and there's a scene there where he's smoking the pipe, and it's how he makes it look so natural. You know, he's leaning against the bar, and he's watching the old policeman in the background, and the crook's in there, and he's speaking away to the bar owner, and he's puffing away in his pipe, and I think it's a Peterson P-lip he's got. I'm just, you know, just by guessing, by looking at it in the film, and it's just how natural he's smoking his pipe and keeping it going, and it's just the whole scenery of the movie. It's some classic sceneries in the film. If you ever get a chance to watch it, I've got the box set, Sherlock Holmes. I've got the one of Basil Rathbone and Nigel Bruce, and I'm trying to remember the other guy. Oh gosh, trying to remember who the other bloke it is. It did, but I have another box set, and I'm just trying to remember the other bloke that did it. I'm just trying to get the wife there to see if she remembers.
Sherlock Holmes?
Yeah, Sherlock Holmes. I know there's one with Basil Rathbone and Nigel Bruce, and the other one is with Jeremy Brett. Jeremy Brett, yeah. And I think they were both really good at it, at doing the Holmes movies. So, you know, when you're smoking the pipe sometimes, it's great when you can just sit back sometimes and put these kind of old movies on, because you can really get caught up with them, especially when with Sherlock and Holmes and all that, like, you know, and because of all the pipe scenes and the pipes he's got, you know. There's another film there, I can't remember, where he's supposed to go missing, and I think he's dead, and Watson's giving all his pipes away, and you can see Watson, he's just gutted, you know, thinking that his best mate is dead, you know. But no, to me, I just love watching these old films. It always makes me think of what tobaccos they smoked, you know, back in the day, you know. At the moment, you know, some of my favourite tobaccos, like, is over-the-counter ones, especially, is Condor, San Bruno Ready Rubbed, and San Bruno Flake. They're great pipes to smoke. I was just smoking some on this Falcon this morning. I got one of these gold Falcons. I can't mind if it's the Hunter's Bull that's on it or what, But I love smoking falcons. They're great pipes to smoke if you get such a really dry smoke out of them. You've got a few of these bowls hanging around somewhere, which I'll dig out, like you can see. At some point I'll find them all. But yeah, it's just like, to me, I don't know if it was just me, but I loved, as I said, watching the old films and smoking my pipe. There's just something about the old Sherlock Holmes films, or even just old films in general, because you're kind of watching them and you're just sort of like staring at them, and because there's something on in the background, you know, it's not as if you're taking the film in half the time. It's just that you're just sitting there smoking your pipe, and it's just something to stare at. You know, like some people like reading books and that, like, you know. I just like sometimes staring at, watching these old black and white films, because you see so many people smoking pipes back in the day, and it's nice to see somebody else smoking a pipe, you know, because to be honest, I don't know anybody up here in Inverness that actually smokes a pipe, you know. And when I started first smoking the pipe, my family just called me a throwback and started laughing at me and said, "Oh, they said, oh, you're no wise in the head, man, you know." And I was going, "Oh, leave me alone. I'll puff away myself, and I'll, you know, I'll learn how to do it." You know, I just learned by watching YouTube videos. You know, Matt and Chalk Piper and all these kind of people. You know, I used to love watching him and got a lot of smoking tips of him. You know, but by gosh, did I know burn the top of the roof of my mouth. Learning, oh man, I says to the wife, I says, I can't handle this, man. The whole roof of the mouth was just burnt. My tongue was burnt. Roof of my mouth was burnt.
You were just then.
I know. I says, I just thought you had to stack a pipe up and smoke and puff at it, but oh no, I didn't know there was a lot more to it. Aye. So my brother lied to me. So I just decided to go, as I says, I went on YouTube and just learnt from watching blokes that were a lot more experienced than me. I don't know, it's just that I've always wanted to smoke a pipe. You know, I smoke cigarettes. I still sometimes smoke a cigarette, you know, and because I was a heavy cigarette smoker, and I also vape sometimes, you know. I've got a wee vape pen that I keep beside me sometimes there, just to keep the crave away, because I was really heavy smoker. I smoked a lot of rollies, you know, handmade ones, but I've cut right down, you know, on them, and I just seem to smoke my pipe, and that keeps me going, like, you know. Usually I just try to take my time in it and keep the bowl as cool as I can, and yeah, I just but as I say, it's just a learning process. It was a very difficult learning process for me. You know, there's only a small bowl, actually, believe it or not, in this thing. You know, there's not a lot in it, and while you're talking, you know, she'll go out all the time with me chatting away. But anyway, I'll not keep you too long, folks, and hope to speak to you again soon. So take care wherever you are, and hope you enjoyed watching this video, and take care, and God bless you all. Cheers.